It's my pleasure to welcome all of you to this third lecture in this series of 6 lectures. This has been organized in collaboration with Transport Research and Injury Prevention Program at IIT Delhi and India Habitat Center. So many of you have come to the previous 2 discussions, and today's discussion, most of you may have picked up this brochure outside. This is focused on, as the title says, returning streets to people. And the focus of today's discussion is going to be on pedestrian issues, because we cannot imagine a city without pedestrians. Sometime or the other, each one of us is a pedestrian. Whether we commute by car or metro or bus, but we still have to be a pedestrian. And in fact, I would encourage all of you to just open the brochure and look at some very startling numbers. How people travel in Delhi, and you find that the largest proportion of people actually traveling in Delhi are pedestrians. So in today's discussion, we have invited, our main speakers are Pradeep Sachdeva. He heads Pradeep Sachdeva Design Associate firm in Delhi. He's a very well-known name in Delhi, and some of his landmark projects in Delhi include Garden of 5 Senses and Delhi Heart. That's what I was trying to remember. Delhi Heart, and also many streets, with some really nice, good streets you find in Delhi. And you try and find out who has done it, you will find that the design consultant has been Pradeep's firm. And we also have Partha Basu with us. Partha is with Clean Air Asia India office. Clean Air Asia has been doing a lot of work. India office has been almost 3-4 years old now, in Delhi now. And they have been actually really focusing on walkability of cities. So we will have Partha discuss that. And I'm very honored that Mr. K.L. Thapar has accepted to chair this session. Mr. Thapar was former advisor Transport Planning Commission, and at present he is Director General, Asian Institute of Transport Development. So with this, and like our previous 2 sessions, we will have 2 short presentations, and after that we will invite our 2 other experts on the dais. We have Mr. Bansal from Public Works Department, and we are very honored to have Mr. P.K. Tripathi, former Chief Secretary Delhi. And there will be more queries, and we can throw more, we can have detailed discussions with the whole panel. So, Ruchi, I'm supposed to open this. Yeah, so now I request Mr. Thapar to chair the session.
Thank you very much, Geetam. Friends, as she mentioned, this is the 3rd lecture in the series which they have organized. And the title is Returning Streets to People. हमारे मुल्क में कोई वापस नहीं करता है. So it's an appropriate title in some ways, but not appropriate in many other ways. And as she explained, people means in this context pedestrians. Pedestrians are the people, according to the dictionary, those who commute on foot, walking. But it has another meaning also, and that is dull, boring. And that's the second meaning of the pedestrian. You have used it, must have used it fairly often, that Ministry of Urban Development's, let's say, pamphlets are boring, or pedestrian, or things like that. I don't mean, I have no disrespect to the Ministry of Urban Development, it's just one of the examples which I am giving. So you can imagine that pedestrian, when we are using in our psyche, it has totally 2 opposite meanings. It also conveys what sort of an importance we attach when people walk.
सवाल को अभी त्रिपाठी जी ने कहा कि बीआरटी एक बहुत बढ़िया मॉडल हम भी मानते हैं कि बिल्कुल वहाँ पैदल चलने से लेकर बसों के साथ एक अलग सुविधा है। उसके बावजूद इतना बढ़िया जो मॉडल है वो दिल्ली में कैसे क्यों क्लच हो गया? जिन लोगों के हित में वो बनाया गया है वो लोग उसके खिलाफ खड़े हुए थे, उन तक जानकारी नहीं पहुंची। ये जानना चाह रहा हूँ मैं, इससे बढ़िया मॉडल तो दिल्ली में कुछ और हो नहीं सकता है, और उसमें सरकार भी खड़ी रही। तमाम चाहे यूटी पैक की बात हो, चाहे सड़क पर समान अधिकार की बात हो, सब लोग उसके पक्ष में खड़े रहे, बावजूद उसके वो गलत हो।
My name is Pratap Karnani. Thank you very much for bringing out this non-motorized vehicle, which I suppose covers bicycle in a big way, right? Now all this expenses, that has happened in making these cycle lanes, and somehow there is discontinuity. So how is this infrastructure of cycles going to get leveraged if I can't ride continuously for 18-20 kilometers? Or are there any stretches in Delhi which give me that opportunity to ride?
Should I answer that?
Yeah.
The intent while planning the bicycle infrastructure was that people would be able to go on bicycles.
Right.
That the infrastructure didn't get made properly
Yeah.
is unfortunate. It's waste of your money, my money, taxpayers' money. You also, sorry, with my apologies, I live in Kalkaji, so on Outer Ring Road, as you turn off from Nehru Place, is a pedestrian overbridge built at huge cost, with a ramp on one side. To get onto that, the first bit is missing. You can't use it, so that's money. You can get on it from the other side, but it's not completely dysfunctional. So it's the same. And this is not the only example. I'm sure you can see many such examples. So why it's not being used?
No, my point is slightly different. For example, we encourage people to cycle at least twice in a week to office if possible,
Yes.
and we demonstrate Noida to Connaught Place, say on a Wednesday morning, and we are able to do it in Point House to Rajiv Chowk Metro in about 52 minutes,
Oh.
leisurely with some stops for chai also, right? Not chai, water. Now, 80% the cycle pathways are okay, but there are 20% which are hotspots or problematic. So because of that, that whole 80% becomes, questionable, and a number of ladies would like to also, but that 20% makes it difficult.
Even if it was 5%,
Yeah.
it makes it completely.
Yeah. Of course, I keep suggesting that walk over those stretches.
Just one second I would like to say. I totally agree with you that there are discontinuity and it's a huge problem that if you want to bicycle, you have a track and then there is no track.
Yeah.
Now, what is the solution? There are two ways. One is that you say that no, we must make one track fully tractable. That I don't think is going to happen. The only way it can happen is that people file PILs. This missing portions, why can't there be PIL in the code? That this missing portion must be made good. Rather than, see, because today it is really not possible unless until you are planning a new PRT. You can plan a cycle track. Other than that, whenever you go, there will be obstructions. So unless until there is a litigation that this is the most primary thing, and car may have to halt or have to wait, but the cycle track will go, only then is going to happen.
Yes, please.
I wanted to respond to the Chief Secretary's talk.
Little louder.
I wanted to respond to his talk where, I agree with him completely where he rightly says that the nature of the road in a city is dependent on the character of the city. If you look within our own country, for example, in Bombay, traffic is so much more disciplined, despite being India's most congested city. Even the example you gave of Gangtok's market, it's a people-run area, from what I gather. And I think Delhi streets would be far better if the people of Delhi would be involved in its maintenance and running. And within Delhi itself, the NDMC areas are far better, are the best run in fact, because they are the VIP areas of Delhi. So why can't we have that for the rest of Delhi? Not just for the NDMC central Delhi area.
NDMC has the advantage of, the roads are very, very broad.
Right.
There also I don't see any people's involvement, because the New Delhi Traders Association opposed metro like anything. They also oppose the new work which has been now done, because of which CP has become up. Again it has become lively, because you have spaces where you can have Rahagiri. So a lot of work was done, but the association opposed it throughout.
But the metro has helped.
No, but they opposed the metro, they opposed everything, they opposed the redevelopment of Connaught Place also. So it is a big challenge that people of association must understand, and they must come forward. Because if they don't come forward, we have a...
But traders don't make the city, it is the people of Delhi who make the city.
I agree with you. That's why I am saying that they must. See, they are opposed to, the trade association are opposed to increase in the parking charges.
Who is the majority, what is the majority population that walks and bikes in this city? And do we actually understand how they use, these infrastructures? From what I see, it's mostly, factory-going people, masons, people from rural India who come into the city to looking for work, who are actually walking, bicycling in the city. And there seems to be a massive disconnect because of the way our education systems are, the way as designers we sort of address these issues. I mean, we're really not designing our streets for the indigenous user. I think there's some sort of a gap there.
Can I respond to that?
Yeah, please.
This is a very interesting thing. This is
He has only made observations.
I really like this because there was this gentleman called Corny Hausila, and he's still very much there in some of the forums. We all know him. So, like Corny always says that walkability or bikeability is a class issue. So the reason why we can't solve it is also probably it's not the right class of people who are using it. So like when you say that the people who are using it right now are the masons and the laborers, etc. So one of the responsibility that comes probably, and because you also raised that how can people ask for it, and Mr. Tripathi said that PILs could be one of the reasons. So I said that people should bring out their best suit and the best saris and the best dresses and walk on the street. The point is that if you don't demand and if you don't call for it, then you will never get it. The point is that there is a large chunk of fund that the government gets from the automobile industry, and every day 1,014 vehicles are getting registered as per Romimita's presentation last week. That's a huge number. What are we doing? And we are